Tonight we start Week 14 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Rams. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. They run again with Harris.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Raider first down, 17 yards. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Prescott from the gun. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. On play action, Prescott rolling to his right. And this is caught at the 8.
And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Raiders! Irv Smith Jr., his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Raiders are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. run it. This is James Robinson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 31, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And the Rams have 3-9 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Now left side on the swing pass.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd and 9. Back to the ground with Robinson.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they are on the board, but still trailing at 7-3.
So both teams coming away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Well, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the give, this is Harris.
He'll take this to the 46.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards the pickup there.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
They'll try the right side with Harris. Credited him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Throwing, Prescott.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good.
And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Watson now to throw. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Watson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
Tyson a little gets in there and drops it. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Prescott from the gun on third.
He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. He's going to have the first down and then some.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
First down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he gets it down to the 32.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Rolling to his left.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. It's complete to Robinson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Watson. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Looking deep for Hilton. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Raiders' 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. To throw is Watson. The quick slant caught. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Baron Browning, the one who brought him down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Watson. And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Harris. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Prescott. To the right side, and he's got more complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
On the ground, it's Harris. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Now Prescott.
Throw right side complete to Dotson.
So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing on second and long. Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
And now Watson throws another interception. Daxton Hill picks it off.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Prescott on play action. Steps away. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On second down, this is Harris. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
63 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Najee Harris
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Rams take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
From the 50, it's Watson.
Open man downfield is Woods.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Watson looks to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run with Harris. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. This is Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down, Prescott. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Here's Harris. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Harris. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They run for it with Harris.
And he is going to be out of bounds here, short of the line to gain, so that will be a turnover on downs.
So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches, as a general rule, that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And my goodness, another interception. It's Desmond Trufant, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 24. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to take this down to about the 17.
123 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half. At no point